The layout of atlas.id is designed to help you get around your area, see the spatial patterns of demographics in your area, and also zero in on particular places to look at their characteristics in detail. When you open atlas.id, you can see a view of the whole local government area, in this case the city of Bankstown. The majority of the atlas is made up of the map itself, which shows the characteristic you're looking at broken down by SA1 unit, which is the smallest geography the ABS, Australian Bureau of Statistics, releases data for. Use the mouse scroll wheel to zoom in and out on the map. Click with the left button to select an SA1, and then click to Others to add to the list. The list pops up on the bottom left, and you can then export it to Excel. Hitting the Close button deselects your areas. In this way you can define custom geographic areas. Other controls for the map itself are in the legend area on the right hand side. The legend itself shows the different shades applied to the ranges of number or percentage on the map. The best way to interact with this is to move your mouse over one of the ranges, which highlights all of the SA1s falling into that range. That's a great way to bring out the spatial pattern in the data. In this case you can see the high concentrations of 0 to 4-year-olds within central Bankstown here. Above that you can select which layers are visible on the map. The local government boundary, the suburb boundaries and names, and the SA1 boundaries. If you zoom in or out, the suburb names actually disappear. So if you do want those names on there, just click the suburbs off and back on again, they will reappear. Above that is the Opacity Slider, which controls whether you see mainly the colour relating to the data in the area or mainly the street pattern underneath. To the left of that are the Google Map controls, where you can turn on a satellite view or a hybrid view to relate the data to what's actually there on the ground. The map title tells you the area, the map chosen, the data type and what you're counting. Above the map is the toolbar, where you can change the data displayed on the map. atlas.id now contains over 100 different maps which can be selected using the Map Selector drop-down. This is a fold-out menu or a clickable menu in the mobile version. The maps are arranged into broad categories such as age, incomes, education, work, transport and housing. Data type relates to whether people are counted where they are on the night of the census or at their usual address. This option can only be changed when you're counting people. If it's a dwelling topic, that's not available. Some maps have a gender breakdown and you can map males and females separately. Some allow you to map 2011 and 2006 data separately. Where these are not available, they are already greyed out. Most maps let you change what you're mapping. The percentage presents data for each SA1 as a percentage of the total population or households. Number maps the raw number of persons. You can see the difference by changing the percentage and number option. Both of those options can potentially be misleading, so please use with caution. When mapping categories with very small numbers of people, for example, seniors unemployment, the number actually makes more sense. When mapping characteristics which make up a large part of the population, percentage is usually better, for example, couples with children. Always check the number and percentage by rolling your mouse over the relevant area to see if it's actually significant. For example, an area with 50% of the population in a certain age group is not significant if it represents only 3 out of 6 people. On the other hand, an area may show up as a high number just because that particular SA1 is larger and has thousands of people in it, while other areas may only have a few hundred. On the right-hand side of the map is an export drop-down. Select this to either export the current map image, whatever you can see on the screen, or CSV to export the raw data for all SA1s in the area, which normally opens automatically in Excel. Apart from the maps, there are other supporting resources on the site, which will be the topic of our next video.